Welcome to Ben Samlak TV. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for taking time to check out this video. Now, I've been in sales 20 years. I've gotten a lot of tips. I've got a lot of help from a lot of people. I even go on YouTube all the time trying to, to learn new things to help me be better at what I do. So I thought I'd share also some things that I've learned that could be helpful for people who are either starting off in the business of sales or who have been in it for a while, just looking always to get better. So like I said, I've been in it over 20 years and I still go online trying to find, more ways to help me help other people. So number one thing that I'm going to share with this video is like, you need to be the authority. Okay. When you're trying to help someone, buy into something, a product or a service, you have to be the authority. So how does that happen? That if you can be the authority, that will help you have a lot more, increase your probability of helping those people come into a buying decision. Now, when you join a place, when you start to join a company or and you're looking around seeing the top salespeople and they're making all this money and you wonder, man, how are they so good? One of the reasons is because they have become the authority. And you could even see someone new come in and already start to do very well. Now, why is that? One reason is they are the authority and they have the confidence and they have the skill, and these things make you the authority. You can't, if you want to be in sales, you need to be in it for the long run. If you want to be good in sales, you have to become the authority, and that takes time. You have to work at that. That's why sales is not a place where you can go into and think that it's easy and you can make a lot of money and it's going to be real easy. That's not the case. If you think that's the way if that's the way you're thinking, you might need to go find a new profession. And guess what? You're going to go anywhere you go. If you're not wanting to put in a lot of time and effort and become the authority in whatever you do, you're not going to be the best. And I want to be the best because I believe in what I do. And number one, to become the authority, you have to believe in what you're doing. You have to believe in your product. You have to believe in your service to the point where you want to buy it yourself. You can't, if you don't believe that what you're doing is truly helping someone, that you're not going to be able to be the authority, because even if you can fake it and try to make them, and lie to people and which that's where slimy salespeople, so that's where salespeople get a bad name, is because people who are selling something that they don't truly believe in, so they have to lie, or the product's not really that good, and that's why the salesperson doesn't believe in it, because they know the product's not good and they have to lie. And that is something subconsciously, in your heart, that's what you're doing, and you have to kind of turn your conscience off, turn your the feelings and the emotion off, which it's not a healthy environment to be in for yourself. And you want to be good in sales, you have to be in it for the long run. So if you're in a place that you just don't feel good about what you're selling, you could fake it, you could lie, but you're not going to be successful, because even if you can make a lot of money at that, you had to kind of sell your soul for that. So that's just not worth it to me. I would get out of that place. So if you're going to be in sales, find something that you truly believe in your heart. This is something that's good for other people. And so that will help you become the authority. People want to buy from a professional, from the authority, the person who they know knows what they're talking about. They know this person knows this is going to help me. They can sense that, they can understand, they can tell that. Now, becoming the authority, you have to learn your product. How come when someone goes into a sales meeting, it seems so easy, they can get that person very quickly to make a buying decision, where you get somebody else in that same meeting, a newer person, and they're just trying so hard and that person's just not budging. And they get really frustrated, the salesperson, because they don't know why this person, they believe in the product, they love it, but they just can't get this person to make that decision. So number two, you have to know your product. So that takes time. Again, you have to put time into your craft. You have to put time into becoming a good salesperson. It does not come easy or fast. If you see someone coming into a business and selling really quickly, that's because they've laid a foundation already. They've spent many years, most likely somewhere else, learning how to perfect the craft, learning how to be a good salesperson. And then you can transfer that into most likely almost into any other product, as long as you believe in it. You've learned those skills, you've learned those word tracks, you've learned those little tips and those little things to say, and you can transfer those. That's for me. I've been to different sales, I've sold different products, and I've been able to, as I've grew and I've went on, you keep bringing everything new to the next product, which is great. So that's one thing is, you don't always have to be selling the same thing, but you have to be in it for the long run so you can become a professional at what you're selling. You need to know your product. If you know your product, you'll have confidence. First, you have to become an authority. An authority knows, they have confidence. They know their product. They know, they believe what they're selling to that person, so they can transfer that feeling and that viewer understanding within them. They can transfer that to make that person on the other side know and feel confident. Also, this guy knows what he's talking about. But if you're not confident because you don't know your products, you're going to go into that sales meeting and you're not going to be able to that person is not going to be convinced that you know what you're talking about. We're not trying to convince them. We are just, with your confidence, because you know what you're doing, that person is convinced. So we're not in sales. You're not trying to persuade, or even you're not trying to get someone to do something. Really, what you're doing is you're portraying to them, because it's true, that you're the authority and you have confidence in what you're selling them, and you know exactly that this is what it is and how it's going to help them. And if you know that, you can't fake that. If you know that, then you know that, and that person knows that, and that makes the whole sales process, the whole meeting, go a lot smoother. People feel that. They feel good. They feel that this feels right. People buy on emotion. They don't, they justify with logic. We all know that. They buy on emotion. So if they don't feel right in the meeting, so that's why a lot of newer people, even if they know the product, they know, they know this is a good product, they understand how the product works, they're uneasy still because they're new. They're not sure if they're doing things right, if they're saying things right. And because they're not confident, or you're not confident, the prospect is going to know that. They're going to feel that, and they're not going to want to do business with you. They're not going to want to sign the paper. They're not going to want to fill out the paperwork with you, because there's something. Even if they're like, I like this guy, he's a nice guy, and then that's usually why at the end of the sales meeting, you did a great job, I liked you, right? Because they liked you, you were nice, but they didn't feel confident in you. They didn't feel, and because you weren't prepared, you didn't know your product, okay, or you didn't believe in your product. And so these are some of the things that I think, if you understand this, this is the fundamentals of sales. So there, you can learn a lot of tips and strategies, but if you're not the authority, if you're not confident, if you don't have that posture because you didn't do your homework, you didn't learn the product, you didn't even understand how that product works to help that person, you didn't find out that person's situation and need and how the product can help them. If you know the product very well, and you're very confident in your product, and you're confident in, and you understand how the product works, you can listen to them, you can find out what they really need, and then you can really convey to them and portray that I know exactly what this product does and how it works, and it will definitely help you. And if you don't believe in that, and you don't believe in you don't understand what you're doing, or how to really convey to people that this product, I know it from the inside out, and I'm listening to your needs, and you're telling me this, and I'm telling you this will definitely help you, and let me show you why, this, that person does not need to be sold anything. They're just going to be, they're going to be convinced, yes, by this person. This person is confident. He's the authority. I believe him. I understand. I trust him. And I'm willing to make a buying decision because this person makes me feel he's convinced, and he's convinced me that this is a good thing for me. So that's just a couple things I think that is fundamental in sales. If you understand this will start to help you to understand that why are you maybe not, why are you lacking in some things? Why are you not getting the business that you would like? And it'll take time to learn this, but if you understand that, yes, I can do that, I can become confident in my product, I can work for someone I really believe in, and I can really work hard at knowing the product and knowing it inside out, so I'm not fumbling and baffling and not knowing how this is going to help my prospect or my client. Once they tell me what they need, then you're not going to do well. But if you can become the authority, if you can learn your product inside and out, if you can have that confidence, then you can do very well in this business. And that's what can, that's what should motivate you to do your homework, to spend the hours, to watch the videos, to read the books, to do everything you can to become better and better, so that you can help as many people as you can, help people better their lives with your product. And then in turn, your life will be bettered and you will prosper from helping others. That's the key. We're not trying to sell anybody. We're not trying to trick people or act or fake it. We want to have good products we believe in and that we understand and we know and that we truly believe will help people, because that's what we do. And that will not only help you be a successful salesperson, but that will give you a really good feeling of fulfillment inside of you. And that's the true fruit of the blessings of this life, is not just the money in our bank account. Like I said, you could be a slimy, lying salesman and have a big bank account, but within, you're truly not fulfilled and happy with what you've done with your life and how you've taken advantage of people. But if you're giving people a good product, you feel good about it. You're confident and you're happy. You feel, man, I've really helped a lot of people in my life. Not only is my bank account full and I've been able to help, take care of my family and my loved ones, but I truly feel like I've done something in this life with my life and I've helped other people. So, all right, guys, I'll stop there. Hopefully this video helped. Thanks for tuning in and good luck in your endeavor and your growth. And I wish you all good luck and prosperity. Take care.